Before we talk about employee communications, we need to be speaking about human desire and need for information. All human beings, and most people don't realize it, but all human beings have a need for information which is as deep and basic as the human need for food or human need for water, as in hunger or as in thirst. And that is the basic need. It is as basic as that, and to apply this concept to an organization for an employee, you will realize what that means, because people join organizations, and whilst you believe that they are limited to the jobs for which they are employed, they actually have information needs which are much beyond what the organizations perceive, and therefore most of the time the communication problems comes from the fact that the employee has information needs much beyond what his job or requirement is, whilst the organization believes that he should or she should get that piece of information which only enables him to be an effective person. Therefore, automatically in the understanding of the information needs and the communication that provides that information, there is already a gap in an information. Communications is only a means to connect the information need of the employee and to provide it to the employees through the various mediums and channels of communication. So communication is not the purpose. Information need is the purpose. Communication is only the connection of that information from the source where it exists onto the employees through the various mediums and channels that they need to have that information from. What are the 5 things organizations should effectively do to ensure that employee communications is effective? Number 1, employee information needs a service and analysis. Most organizations do not do an information evaluation or information survey in the organization to understand as to what is the information need of the people in the organization. Number 2, the management and leadership of the organization should know the character and style of the organization, because the communication activities that they do should be in sync with the character and style of the organization. Say, for example, the CEO of a Coca-Cola would do extremely well by standing up on a table in a cafeteria and addressing his people, but if an Indian entrepreneur was trying that style in his rather conservative organization, then the two will not be in sync. Therefore, that communication and this style will not gel out. So always have a style and character of the organization in mind when you design the communication plan. You need to understand the various segments of people to whom this information is reaching, so that you identify the patterns and the insights of the people and their information needs, so that you're able to inform people in the segments the correct information through the correct method. 4th is to develop a specific segmental strategic communication plan. You design such a plan on the basis of 5 pieces of information you need to collect. For each separate segment in the organization, you need to have what kind of information needs to go to them, what is the medium you will use, what is the channel you will use, and therefore how often will you be using that to convey the information that they need through the various channels onto the people. And the 5th is that there is an impactful use that you need to know. It's a maturity that will only teach you that, but you need to understand the effect of drama, the effect of surprise, to ensure that there is creativity used to continue to have that attraction and emotional connect with the people, and he does not get bored with the information overload which will otherwise become information if it is not communicated effectively to the people.